On this bullet rim breakdown, we're going to be taking a look at some points from nationals. Want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor who is providing this content. That's Selkirk TV. Appreciate you guys. Let's take a look at some points and give you guys a little insight. Okay, first point here, we got Rye and I doing our thing. Got our, typical format with me on the right, usually grinding away, seeing about 99% of the balls. Yeah, Callan, get that lob out of here. You ain't lobbing me. You ain't lobbing me. Okay, hang on real quick. So we're gonna start this over here. Okay. So we got the boys. We got J-Dub in front of me, Callan there. Okay. All right, and watch this. Yeah. And what's kind of interesting too here, I'm gonna back up just a little bit. So Callan took so many balls. I mean this honestly is like in halfway yellow, halfway green. It's right around his hip, and as most people maybe would do, would either dink it back cross court or would just choose not to go at Riley. But as we see here, obviously Callan's like, hey, I do not want to go head-to-head with this guy, even though Callan was winning a high percentage of hand speed battles against Rye. But once Rye got dialed, we all know what happened. But Callan chose to lob a lot here and not go back behind Rye, But as we see, that Callan lobs. I was able to get back to it, show a little athleticism. J-Dub looks to Ernie, and obviously his Ernie found the tape. Gave me a little time to slide, find a forehand, and that's all she wrote. Okay, point number 2 here. Okay. All right. Oh, me and the Share Bear. There's a pretty funny photo of Sherry. It's game 3, 9-6, and Sherry is walking on the court, and he hadn't quite put his shirt on yet. And, he may be packing an extra, 20. And I say that with love. And talk about a guy who literally is a walking highlight reel, whether he's on the court or he's off the court. And he's packing 20 pounds. And he's late 30s, and he's playing with some youngsters. Got to give the guy kudos. All right, got herself a little grindy singles point. Playing a little cat and mouse. Sneak in, close. And for all you singles junkies out there, so why I chose to come in here, okay, again, pretty good drop. Okay, time. I'm gonna go back here. Boom. Okay, so when I hit this drop, I see that Sherry's moving laterally. Sherry's moving off to his right. He had been taking a couple balls up the line, so I kind of had figured he was gonna take this ball up the line. And most importantly, he is looking at small picture, which is the ball. Since I hit an aggressive drop, it gives me time to be a little sneaky and gives me license to come up and look to close on the next one. Why? It's because I hit an aggressive drop that set the tone to this whole play. If it was a floaty drop and he's looking at big picture, meaning he's looking at me when I come in and he's not so focused on small picture, then he could pick his spots from there. But since I was able to hit a drop with 10% or 15% more intent and the ball got down, it was more of like a hybrid drop. It was a half drive, half drop. Put me in a position to close and take that, Sherry. This is my house. I own this court. Little does everybody know, I actually signed my signature on the baseline after our men's doubles final, just to let people know that I own this court. Benny, if you show up at Nationals next year, I still own this court. Okay. This looks like a typical Newman special point, in which I don't like. No, not in this house. Rye. Okay. So Rye's trying to get his hands dirty, and he's trying to poke his head in so he can be aggressive with that poach and that pancake. But I said no. I said no. I'm gonna watch that again. Okay. He's got AL hitting the return to Linz, and take a look here. So some of you may think, gosh, why are you over on Analay's side? So I personally think in mixed that if there's one time where the guy can be a bit more aggressive and maybe overcompensate a little bit is when his opponents are in transition and they've just hit a drop and they're working their way up and they're trying to get established. I like the guy on the left, like taking a roll volley or just being aggressive with his 4th, 6th, and his 8th off of his girl's inside foot. Just a good way to really put pressure on your opponents, make yourself be seen in the middle. Sorry, and you know, as you see here, I stay middle, I stay clogged. Let her take that one. I take this one. Rye comes over, and then I find the open spot. That was a doozy match, if you ask me. That was a little I formation. Newman I formation. I can't tell you how many times they win points with them being an I formation. Okay, Share Bear. Here's another one. Hey, come on, Share. Oh no, what is this? This is nonsense. Quit doing that. Ankles were broken, but nobody was hurt. And flick it. I've got to stop taking my backhand cross court. For gosh sakes, I am so stupidly predictable. I've got to stop taking that thing cross court. Okay, let's see again here. Sherry hits the return. I go inside in. It's just a complete scramble point from here. Again, I got to go line. He's not even covering line. And goes back behind me. Shorts fall down. Oh no. I should have threw my paddle at Byron. Nope. Okay. All right, we got ourselves a mixed point here. Annalie just such a good job on the right. She played steady. She beat guys head to head. She can Ernie. She doesn't miss a dink. She doesn't miss a drop. And in this particular situation, she does such a good job of using her forehand dink and rolling that thing and keeping Rye honest. This is a stupid point. I'm pretty sure we lose this. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I mean, come on now. We're up 11-4, 2-0. Finish the stinking match. Gosh, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've almost put the Newmans away and they climb back. Lindsay is about as tough as they come. I'll tell you what, she's about as tough as they come. I mean, she's 6 months pregnant, and I mean, talk about a girl who's just a complete gamer. I mean, she can grind grueling points out. She's gonna fight like there's no tomorrow. We see Annalie speeds up here with the backhand, and as we all know, with my curriculum, when you speed up backhand, you look to clean up backhand. And as we saw, I'm gonna rewind there. As we saw, Annalie sped up with the backhand, and look where it came right back to. It's funny how that happens. Okay, here we go. Speed up backhand, stay backhand. Or look this. Speed up in zone 1. Speed up in zone 1. Came back in zone 1. Boom. Like it. Speed up zone 1. Clean up zone 1. Okay, Share Bear and I stealing the show. Got ourselves one more singles point. I can't tell you how many times he does this. He will hit a return and he stays back. And then from there, he can pass pretty well off his back foot as he's scrambling and probably breathing through his straw. It seems like anytime I play him, he's sucking pond water. Okay. Men's Doves point. Looks like a little isolation here. Looks like somebody's trying to isolate me. So yeah, this is 7-6. This was not the point that Callum missed his lob, but this was a big point. And I mean, what in the heck am I doing here? Okay. I mean, I've got to. So this makes. I mean, this is a good tip for the viewers here. So, hang on. So Callan slides this thing in there. right? And let's just watch Callan speed up. This is probably one of the more creative speed ups you will see in the game. What's this? Flip it. Okay, but as Rye and Callan are fighting swords head to head, J-Dub is pinching middle. I am not pinching middle. I'm thinking, hey, Rye's going to clean up the mess. Rye's going to polish it off. And with that being said, I'm not pinching middle, and I'm kind of back. I need to be making a wall with Riley, and my court positioning or my feet need to be a bit more upright near the kitchen line, and I should be kind of leaning or shading towards the middle. So tip here is that if your partner is in a hand speed battle head to head, you need to be sliding over and pinching middle and looking to fight with them. Because as you see, I'm not. I took a step back, pop it up, now we're in trouble. Okay, but I'm gonna run this play here. Okay, so forehand to forehand, moving balls around. Yep. Callan can really dink aggressively with his forehand. I found myself scrambling a lot. Okay. Aggressive roll. You know, something to think about there. I was giving Callan a hard time for not speeding up, but you know, I had a ball out of the air here. So that ball there, I probably could have sped up on. It's high, but I chose to dink aggressively cross court. Why? It's because J-Dub seemed like his hands were pretty thumpy, and he was more than ready for my speed up when I tried to speed up a couple times early in game 1 and then early in game 2. Okay. Callan's got good hands, and I mean, look at Dawson here. Look at the transition from backhand to forehand, and with him holding the grip so high in that unorthodox grip. Look, yeah. See how like he doesn't really camp more towards backhand. It's more in like a neutral ready, but he's probably one of the quickest to really open up that forehand shoulder and get ready for a forehand volley. As most of us, get jammed kind of in that chicken wing or dead space area in zone 3 and 4. All right, another grindy Newman point. Get your ass there, Tyson. Get your ass there. Okay, so looks like there we go. AL gets one down. Now we're in it. Okay. See how she was. That's a good play. Jeez. What a stupid point. Get out of here. Keep Rye honest. Yeah, she hit that one. Oh my. Yeah, no, it's back. It's back. She hit that one so well. Yeah, look how many times. Look how many times in this point. Look how many times in this point she's able to pull Riley out of the middle. Okay. I pop this up. She's able to play some good defense. Okay, Rye comes at her. Swing, and then she ends up blocking this cross, pull him out of position, opens up Lynn's. Now we're moving, pull him back out, speed up. He tries to poach, she catches the outside edge. I mean, talk about somebody who's very, very efficient at kissing the outside edge of the ball or catching the ball at 3 o'clock and really getting comfortable with that, Swedish massage-like forehand dink where you're just kind of barely caressing the outside edge and you're able to get some good shape and get that thing cross court. There's another one. And as we all know, we know that our two-hander is good, but you guys probably didn't know how good that stinking forehand is. You know what I love too is that in 99% of these points, I am winning 99% of the points. So Cooper, that put this little highlight reel together, I appreciate you, buddy, and know that makes me feel pretty good because I have not seen myself lose 1 point. Can we cut ourselves another Newman point here? Roll that thing cross court, open that up. I mean, she rolled it so aggressively cross court that Rye had to throw up a lob. You can't give AL enough credit. Why we were able to be so successful and put herself in a position to take bronze was because she was not only was she very consistent, but she was able to move the ball around. You know, she can roll the backhand dink cross court. She can roll the forehand dink cross court. She can beat guys head to head. Talk about a girl that does not have many weaknesses, that can do it all. Okay, Share Bear and I. He's lobbing me? Come on now, he can't be lobbing me. Let's go. Okay, got the open stance serve. He returns pretty aggressively cross court, doesn't come in. Okay, he goes with the 4-shot lob. Probably not an educated shot selection, if you ask me. Here's another one. Oh, okay. Okay, so you know, typical play that I use in singles. Serve out wide, short return, bang the forehand cross court. I'm gonna show that again. Short in the middle of the court, begging to be spanked. If you're playing singles and you get a short return like that, the ball is screaming to be spanked. Please punish that thing. Okay, last but not least, last one here. Okay, Rye kind of throws up that higher third. He's kind of known to do that. I think he's trying to bait you to go at him when he does that. So it's a pretty smart move by him. He comes into poach, trying to keep Lindsay honest. We have this, you know, kind of awkward point going on. Rye's moving all over. Lindsay's back scrambling, just trying to plug the hole. Linz hits an aggressive dink. I wouldn't say it was aggressive, but was more so aggressive placement, not pace. But pulls me out of position. I was able to find the ATP and win that point there. I guess we got one more. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was my only lob of the match. Ernie, get your ass out of the kitchen. Okay, got Rye coming in. Linz and AL. I was able to find a little speed up there, move the ball around. Okay. Look at that with some fancy footwork on the sideline. Just maybe not too fancy. My gosh. Looked pretty fumbly if you ask me. Looks pretty unathletic. Oh, okay. Okay. At this point, it's pretty unreal. So we ended up playing these guys first round of men's, and you know some chests were being fluffed up, pumping that chest up. Anyhow, this crazy point. So this crazy point, I end up speeding up pretty hard at Dave and put it right in front of Riley. I didn't think Dave was going to be ready, and as you saw here, Dave punched that thing back. Rye kind of cleaned up his mess because he popped up the first volley. Dave came at him again, and then Rye. I've seen Ben do this way too many times, and I saw AL do it a bunch too. It's like this swooping backhand. Anyhow, he ended up finding a line. Share Bear, doesn't get much better than that, brother. Okay. Playing a little singles here. Spank a forehand cross court with a little bark. I mean, come on now. Typical TM special. But one thing we should touch on here is that as you're playing singles, if you go aggressive on the return and you're still moving as you come in, you're a bit more vulnerable. So if you're going to be aggressive on the return and you're going to be late coming in, you have to break down sooner. Sherry's still, I mean, he's breaking down somewhat soon, but I mean, honestly, it has to take place before the pass. So if you're going to be aggressive on the return, know that you need to be breaking down much sooner, and your breakdown zone is probably going to be in the half-court zone. Got some more mix for you. So Rye sped up at AL. AL totally shanked it. The ball found the kitchen, played some good defense. Now we're back in it. She speeds up. I block. AL pops it up again in the same spot. We end up getting one down. Rye tries to hit a drop. That is a classic Newman point that the Newmans usually play, but they were on the other side of it. There is nothing more deflating in pickleball than to be at the kitchen line in a offensive position, being aggressive with your opponents back at the baseline, and you're hitting overhead after overhead after overhead, and you're trying to be aggressive, and you're pushing them back, and all of a sudden they get one down, and they're 14 feet away, and you lose the point, and you get thinking, oh my gosh, I just worked my butt off to put the stinking ball away, and now here they are 14 feet away, and we lose the point. if you play good defense and you end up winning that point, you need to always bring the energy after. I mean, that is a huge momentum turnaround. If you can win 1 or 2 of those and you're down, talk about an uphill climb. There's nothing easier to get yourself back in the match than to win a couple long, grindy, grueling points like that, and to bring the energy and say, come on, and kind of use that to get you over the hump. Hope you guys enjoyed the Boiler Room Breakdown, and want to say thanks again to Selkirk TV for providing that content.